pick up a very fast tier 1.
Yeah, much like you saw compLexity try to do with the Timber Saw and combined a little bit with the Leshrac, right? The moment they've taken down that tower, that leaves them free to start rotating around the map. If they can delay this Jakiro and his ability to take that tier 1 a bit longer, maybe he won't have impact in those other lanes. They're going to try and catch Swindle's heal. They do manage to get a Burrow Strike and a little bit of damage. Maybe they can actually chase him down. They do have both Moo and Z-Freak here. Zanking actually goes for the Burrow Strike, does manage to pick up the kill, and he's going to just try and TP himself away right in front of Z-Freak, though. That won't work out. He easily gets hooked up and will end up going down. coL is actually going to be one. Take that last hit. He's going to be very happy with it, especially if he can claim both of these kills, as he will double kill to coL, will make his net worth rise quite significantly.
Yeah, that's ultimately, what, first blood, but 2 kills for the OD in return. At least a slightly favorable compLexity win there. They were having a rough laning stage again. It seems to be a recurring theme for, well, compLexity. They were doing bad in the laning stage against EG, and also for LGD. They seem to always dominate their laning stages.
All right, maybe you've got the imprisonment, managed to steal that one. He's already been hit by the Fire Blast, but a hook comes in at the last second. Z-Freak will instantly die to the Fade Bolt, but this easily gives the opportunity for coL to clean up the kill. Well worth the sacrifice.
It's not.
He won't die immediately.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that Fire Blast wasn't there. Yeah. He could have pulled something tricky, but he does get this rotation and see if they can shut down the enemy carry nice and early with this hook shot.
Risky kill to go for. They'll probably need a third here, but Disruption goes on cooldown. That's actually go time for compLexity if they can catch the real Luna now. They can tell which one it is by the colors. Oh,
he actually hooked straight onto the range creep, which will put him in range for Ame to be able to get him inside the cogs, allowing the rest of his team to be able to TP in, follow this one up, and they get the hook onto Victoria. That's going to be a nice twofer once again. compLexity moving this OD around to great success as his team kind of sets up all these fights for him to clean up kills.
Yeah, that was really nicely played there, and Jakiro were going to be taking that sooner rather than later.
Ame in some serious trouble. He's trying to get ahead of this battery assault, putting himself through the creep wave, trying to dodge some of it, juke it out, but it's not going to happen. Instead, he stops, turns, and fights, but his ultimate doesn't even land on any of the heroes of compLexity. Full creep wave gets cleaned out. Imprison actually stolen by Maybe, but he's in some trouble, or maybe it's actually the Zanking. Oh no! The hook actually snags the creep, and it's going to be Monkeys-forever, who goes down to the enemy offlaner. coL turns around, manages to catch Maybe, slowing him down. coL knows that he might, with the Zanking being able to pick up fast a very fast Blink Dagger at this rate. He's got 2,100 gold already. They should be able to start 5-manning by the 10-minute mark, but Ame's going to be caught out once again. We said compLexity have to set the tempo here, and they're doing it time and time again. Ame almost goes down. The disruption is there, and compLexity may not be able to follow this one up, especially with the stolen imprisonment. He's disappearing the Luna. Luna is going to be able to survive, and it'll be Monkeys-forever who dies instead. In the attempted gank, they force all the members of LGD into this mid lane, but I don't think LGD... He just throws out the Macropyre. It's not an ability that you necessarily want to be able to hold on to at all times. He clears a creep wave nice and early, gets a huge chunk of damage on that mid tower because of how quickly he pushes out that wave.
Yep. I mean, you know, compLexity aren't going to be giving you that 5v5 team fight to use. Another hook.
Nice snatch there. They will be able to, thanks to that ward behind the tower, catch Victoria, but Monkeys-forever is once again very deep, and there is really no saving grace. It looks like Z-Freak is instead going to go for Victoria. He does manage to clean up that kill, and Monkeys just one right click or a Burrow Strike or even a Diabolic Edict to be able to finish him off. Caustic Finale, rather. So they are setting the tempo first.
It is very much the fact compLexity is setting the tempo, because normally you want to be seeing team fights happening, but the way it's working is it's a pick-off kind of game so far. And speaking of pick-offs, it's going to be a Z-Freak kill here. I mean, ideally you're playing Rubik as a core. You want to be seeing lots of kind of fights going on, lots of little skirmishes, but ready to force the tempo. They finally found a pick-off themselves, which means they can force a tower and put Rubik in a position to perhaps have a higher impact on the game if compLexity try and fight.
Ooh, the smoke does reveal Monkeys-forever. They're going to be able to, they saw that ward place too. So Monkeys-forever is going to be the target here for the imprisonment. It goes down onto Monkeys, dodging all that epicenter damage. Monkeys is going to come back decently healthy and has the hookshot ready to go, stalling up the Sand King, but the disruption comes in first, and the saving grace is there from LGD, but a nice snag from Z-Freak. Grabs the core, maybe Rubik. He's going to be stalled up. No, the Ice Path doesn't reach. They're going to be able to hold maybe that whole entire time, get the kill. Again, trading a core for core. Monkeys being the sacrificial lamb here to be able.
Early game lane stage didn't go spectacularly. They are such a good team when it comes to these pickoffs.
Oh, he grabs another one. XZ behind the tower was trying to pull the creep wave off of it. That Ice Path will not save you from coL with that Bloodlust. He is able to output so much damage in such a short period of time.
Yep.
They've been aggressive. They found the pickoffs. They've kept Ame down. It seems like both the objectives of LGD are being stifled by compLexity's movements. Jump in. Juggernaut is going to be target of Burrow Strike and an early Luna ultimate to get the chain stun. to bring the Juggernaut down, easily claiming that kill and defending that tower.
That's a really nice initiation and pick-off potential of complexity's draft. They want to force this down bottom. They know Luna has no ultimate, and they see this as a time for themselves to shine. These heroes down bottom are...
Epicenter being charged up. Jixing will manage to come in with a two-man burrow strike right in the middle of all these heroes. The Epicenter does a decent amount of damage, but there's just not enough follow-up from LGD without their Luna. They can't finish off any of these heroes, and now it's complexity's turn to strike back as Monkeys-Forever managed to land the hook shot. Jixing managed to get into the trees with a burrow strike, but he's still going to be countered out by Complexity as they find him with the rocket and easily bring him down and the tower. From here, though,
straight up trying to force a tower is a really bad way to start a fight against Sand King Jakiro.
You already see them attempting the initiation. They do manage to grab Swindles, and despite the pullback there of the meat hook, it actually grabbed the Sand King instead of the Ogre. Sand King steps himself in front of that to make sure they do manage to get the pick off.
You usually want to get a big objective, like the first one to win a fight that gets you Roshan, the second one to win a fight that gets you a lane of Rax, and then by the third or fourth BKB, you want to be very clearly ahead.
Fight around the smokes, you said. Complexity are doing just that. They found a pick off, it looks like, on Victoria, and the hook onto Maybe. The Force Staff immediately goes out as Maybe tries to get himself out of here. A nice two-man burrow strike, and Maybe's trying to escape with the magic immunity of the spin, but it's just not good enough. Monkeys-Forever is sitting duck until coL.Cancel will bail him out with an imprisonment here. The damage over time may still be too much, as yes, a nuke comes out from Ame that will be able to get that kill, but coL.Cancel diving all the way to the tier 2s. He said, damn the tier 2, I'm going to go win. We've already taken out Maybe. We'll make sure we'll get Victoria as well, as Moo managed to get that Omni Slash, and now they'll back up for the big objective. The tier 1 tower is easily going to be pushed back by coL as they trade a 1-for-2 scenario off.
Definitely possible for LGD with the team fight they've got, but they've got to make sure they don't give Pudge that initiation to start things off. He's got the 8th lens, but it's not on his hero, it's back at base.
Didn't even need the rocket, they had the word already in place. XZ seems to be a simple pick-off. Maybe he's trying to get there with the imprisonment, but he's not there fast enough. Maybe if he catches Monkeys, they can actually get a turnaround kill, but it's just not the case, it looks like. Blink forward.
Play kind of fearless Dota because of having an Aegis there. Starting to really pull ahead. Oh, he's got a full BKB. There we go. Now you're not scared of the team fight of LGD.
Yeah, certainly not, especially with that Aegis still in hand. He managed to get the imprisonment. They're trying to set up both to defend the Luna and to attack. Complexity try and go for the Luna, but meanwhile Moo has already found Jixing. They managed to push back the initiator, which means Complexity can go ahead and focus on Ame, but Ame may be too big. They managed to take out the OD away from that Aegis, and Moo, he's going to be tossed into coL.Cancel. Oh no, this is disastrous! The Macro Pyre burning away Complexity the whole entire time, and now Swindles is just the cherry on top of everything else. They win the team fight against an Aegis and claim 4 kills without losing Ame.
OD just melted in his BKB there. It doesn't really... Yeah, he's got the Aegis and all that, and he just picked up BKB, but his first life was used with the BKB. His second life was effectively for nothing, and that's where LGD can shine, is when they get that beautiful 5-man team fight. Luna dishing out a huge amount of damage there, mostly physical damage just with the bouncing glaives onto the OD, and LGD finally get the team fight they were looking for, and it's compLexity who kind of ran into them.
Another initiation. The meat hook is on cooldown. Monkeys-Forever does not have a way out of this one. A Force Staff up, but the damage over time is too much for him to handle. A 4th pickoff. compLexity still remaining with only 1 member up, and now we have a full-on Aghanim Scepter for Maybe. God forbid he steals hook. This gets off map, and they know compLexity trying to stage themselves to catch this smoke, but maybe they are still going to be in some trouble. The telekinesis goes down, the mist hook as well. Cancels the first one to the target, and he's going to be Omni Slash as well. He ends up going down nice and quick, and now we have the Luna streaming forward. With that ultimate, the rest of compLexity have to back away from that fight. No opportunity for payback. They lose Swindles on top of everything else.
The Aghanim's upgrade, that is absolutely...
Oh, nice quick spin there from Moo. Will manage to dodge that attempted initiation from Sand King. The hookshot actually goes in. Whoa, they already TP'd out with the Juggernaut. I don't think they're going to be able to win this fight as Z-Freak tries to hit the hook but won't be able to finish off Victoria. Now he's going to be the victim of an Epicenter. All that he hopes for is a deny from a suicide, but not even that's going to happen. LGD, all of a sudden, they're just gifted not just that tier 2 tower, which was there via forfeit, but they're even granted 2 kills from compLexity as they attempt to fight in a situation that was very not beneficial for coL, that's for sure.
Now the illusion battles begin.
Oh, no, it's just snowballing against them. They don't have their full 5 up. Their tier 3's towers down. coL.Cancel gets picked off, and LGD, they went from hitting the boys of coL. They're going to try and come forward, hit their double hooks, and somehow disrupt this combination. LGD playing a game against them, trying to dance away from this initiation. The hook shot goes down, manages to catch Ame a little bit, but now the disruption, and oh, Jesus, Monkeys, the physical damage, too much for him to handle. The pullback there of Z-Freak on a meat hook from Maybe, but it's not enough. They lose in the end as their throne is easily going to be victim of LGD's onslaught of pushing power. Game number 2, easily cleaned up by LGD in the end.
Yeah. It's one of those games where you talk about drafts and like you talk about ease of execution.